I have been testing the Oraimo PowerJet 130 for a few days now. Not just unboxing, actually using it to charge my iPhone 15 Pro Max and my MacBook and Surface Book. Before we get into the results, let's understand what Oraimo actually claims this thing can do. I mean, what exactly was packaged inside this guy? What exactly do you want to get from it? And why should you buy it? This is the Oraimo PowerJet 130, model OPB727SQ. It has a capacity of 27,600 mAh, which is equals to 99.3 watt-hour. Now, that 99.3 watt-hour is important because that's the maximum allowed on flight. That means you can carry this in your hand luggage. It has the Type-C one, which is 100 watt bidirectional input and output. It has Type-C 2, which is 30 watt output, and a USB-A 22.5 watt output. Now, total combined up to 130 watts, meaning you can charge a laptop and a phone at the same time. Now, it actually supports PD 3.0, it supports PPS, QC 3.0, AFC, SCP, and SCP. Basically, it speaks almost every fast charging language on the market. Oraimo also says 100 watts fast recharging, full recharge in about 1.5 hours with a 100 watt PD charger. It has smart LED display and 800 plus charge cycles, retaining 80% of capacity. It has automotive grade cells and active cell balancing. And inside the box, you get the power bank. You have the power bank, the 100 watts Type-C cable, the 100 watt Type-C cable, and you get a travel pouch. It also has a welcome guide, which many of us don't read. Now that we know what it claims, let's see what actually happened in my hands. What did I do with it and what exactly did it give me? First, the look. This is not a slim power bank at all. It is solid, it is dense, heavy. You feel the 99 watt-hour inside. The LED smart display is actually useful. It is not decorative. It shows battery percentage, inputs watt, it shows output watt. The real-time watt display is important for people like us who want to know what is really happening. That is, what my charger is taking and what the battery is actually giving out. It feels premium, ports are tight, no rattling. This is clearly for laptop users who want to charge it half full. You know what I mean? So now let's look at the iPhone test. So start small. I charged my iPhone 15 Pro Max from 0%. It went from 0 to 80% in 1 hour 36 minutes. And the power bank dropped only 13%. Now, if we calculate that, iPhone 15 Pro Max has around 17 watt-hour, and the PowerJet usable capacity after losses is about 75 watt-hour. So if we divide 75 by 17, it gives you roughly 4 full charges for the iPhone 15 Pro Max. So realistically, you get about 4 full iPhone charges from this guy. And this is very good for phone users. This thing barely breaks a sweat. So you see 13% of the usage. When I used it to charge my MacBook using the MagSafe charger, power bank started at around 96%, and after about 1 hour, power bank dropped to 10%. MacBook reached about 60%. That felt very aggressive, and so I said, let's run this properly. That is, I want to do it again. So I did it with my Thunderbolt cable. If you have not watched that video on the Thunderbolt cable, you can go watch it. I will link it here. Now, so I tested with the Thunderbolt cable, and it started at around 89%. The battery was 89% then, and the MacBook was 4%. So it immediately pulled around 85 watts. At 45% power bank, MacBook was already 37%. At 10% power bank, MacBook hit 53%. So power bank finally died at around 51 minutes, and my MacBook ended at 57%. So what does this mean? 1, this power bank can actually sustain high laptop output at around 85 watts. And 2, USB-C is more efficient than the MagSafe for power bank charging because of the conversion. Now, you should expect roughly 50 to 60% MacBook charge from near empty, and that is completely normal. Now, because MacBook batteries are around 70 watt-hour, physics will not allow miracles. On my Surface Book, the PowerJet took me from 0% to about 81% in roughly 1 hour 30 minutes, starting near 100 watts and gradually stepping down completely, draining the power bank. That's normal behavior for a 99 watt-hour pack, and confirms this is a real laptop grade power bank, not just phone marketing. And the fact that it could take 100 watts from it means that the Type-C 100 watts is actually correct and complete. Let's talk about recharging the power bank, because after draining the PowerJet completely, I recharged it using a 120 watt GAN charger, and here is how the charging progressed. At 37 minutes, it was already 40%. and at 1 hour 32 minutes, it reached 80%. At 2 hours 27 minutes, it finally hit 100%. During the entire charging process, I noticed that the input power peaked around 58 watts. So even though Oraimo advertises up to 100 watts input, in real life use, my unit consistently pulled closer to 60 watts. Total recharge time came in at roughly 2 hours and 20 to 30 minutes. Now, for a 99 watt hour power bank, that's actually very reasonable. Not blazing fast, but solid and predictable. Now, the real takeaway is you are not getting full 100 watt recharge speed here. If you are using whether a 120 watt charger, you are getting a complete refill in just 2 hours, which is perfectly fine for something this big. I noticed that when I use my MacBook power brick and the Thunderbolt cable, it was charging at 85 watts. There's also a feature on this power bank. There's a low current mode. When you double press this button, the power button, that is, it is useful for earbuds, it is useful for smartwatches, small accessories, and it prevents overfeeding of small devices. The smart display also shows real-time wattage, which is something I appreciate so well. You can literally see at every point in time, okay, my laptop is pulling 85 watts or is pulling 100 watts. That's a very useful information. Now, what Oraimo claimed versus what I saw. 130 watts total output, 100 watts fast input, laptop support, 1.5 hour recharge in real use. Yes, it supports serious laptop charging. Yes, it can charge multiple devices. Input speed is closer to 60 watts in my test, and when I use my MacBook brick and a Thunderbolt cable, it charged at 85 watts in the power hungry region when it was in 0 to 50%. Now, recharge time is closer to 2.5 hours in normal conditions. That's not bad. So it is just a realistic charging process. Who should buy this? You can buy this if you use a MacBook or a Windows laptop and you work remotely and you need it to just quickly charge your system. You travel, you need serious backup power. You want one power bank for everything. You don't buy this if you only charge phones. You want slim pocket power bank, you expect full laptop recharge because it will not charge your laptop fully. Now, this is emergency laptop power, not wall socket replacement. The Oraimo PowerJet 130 is a serious high capacity power bank. For my real test, here is what it delivers. Roughly 4 full charges on an iPhone 15 Pro Max, about 50 to 60% on MacBook or Surface Book, around 2.5 hours to fully recharge itself. It has stable high watt output for laptops and a smart display that actually tells you what is going on. It is not magic, it is just physics done properly. Now, if you work on a laptop or travel a lot or deal with unpredictable power, that is genuinely practical. If you decide to get one or get any Oraimo product and want to get up to 10% off, I have dropped my referral link in the description of this video. You can use that to buy and it supports the channel at no extra cost to you. Thank you very much. Before you go, let me know in the comment section which power bank you're using and if you will be getting this anytime soon. And if this kind of real world tech testing helps you, do me a favor, subscribe today, not tomorrow, not after the next video, right now, because I'm dropping more content on cables, power banks, internet, phones, and everyday tech decision that will save you money. Also, if you haven't watched my video on the used iPhone versus new Android decision, make sure you check that out next. Thanks for watching and subscribe for more honest tech reviews, and I will see you in the next one. Peace, bye for now.